Welcome to Everwise Yoga Body Scan Meditation. Finding a comfortable position, either on the floor or sitting in a chair, finding whatever props you need to be comfortable, and taking a few moments to settle in, closing the eyes or softening the gaze, allowing the body to be supported by the floor or the chair. Noticing sensations in the body or from the surface of the skin. This time is an opportunity to be fully present and awake to sensations in the body, however they are in any given moment. In this way, we are accessing our own sources of wisdom and healing. Some sensations may be experienced as pleasant or unpleasant or even strong. In some areas of the body, there may be no awareness of sensation. As best you can, staying with each sensation moment to moment, noticing the actual sensations themselves. You may be noticing a preference for some sensations, wanting them to remain, and equally, you may want others to be gone or lessen. Learning to notice this, knowing there is no right way to be with the various sensations, and discovering a way to accept whatever is arising, safely holding the experience and acknowledging what is present. In paying attention to the body in this way, it is likely that you may become aware of the breath moving in and out of the body. Bringing attention to the breath, wherever you best sense the body breathing. This may be at the nostrils, the mouth, the throat, or in the movement of the ribs and chest, or the abdomen as the belly expands and releases. Sensing what the breath does quite naturally, and allowing the attention to rest here on the rhythm of breathing. And now, bringing the attention to the abdomen and noticing the sensations of breathing here. And gathering the attention from this focus of breathing at the belly and moving it down the left leg, traveling down the full length of the leg, down the thigh, the knee, the lower leg, the ankle, to the toes of the left foot, and becoming aware of any sensations that might be arising in the toes and foot. These sensations might be of heat or cold, moisture or dryness, perhaps tingling, a sense of the toes themselves, the nails, the nail beds, and sensations arising from the surface of the skin. Be with the experience of whatever is arising from this part of the body, whether there are sensations or none. On the out-breath, releasing the attention from the toes and moving it along to the sole of the left foot, including the heel, sensing this area and what might be arising in this moment from this part of the body. On an out breath, Gently releasing the attention from the sole and heel of the left foot, and on an inhalation, bringing attention to the whole of the foot, the top surface, the heel, the sole of the foot, and the toes, gently exploring what might be present as you continue to breathe. On an out breath, shifting the attention from the foot, and on an inhalation, bringing attention to the ankle, noticing what might be present, sensing the front of the joint, the back and sides, and deep within the ankle itself. Now, on the out breath, letting go of the left ankle, bringing the attention on the in breath to the left lower leg, the area between the knee and the ankle, becoming aware of whatever sensations are here, sensing the length of the lower leg, the calf muscles, the skin. Perhaps the calf is in contact with the floor and noticing pressure if there is pressure. Noticing sensations that may be arising from the surface of the skin, sensations of heaviness, lightness, heat or cold, dampness, dryness, gently investigating whatever may be arising in this moment. On the out breath, letting go of the left lower leg and bringing the attention along with the in breath to become aware of the left knee, sensing the front of the kneecap, the sides, the back, and then deep into the knee joint itself, sensing heaviness, relaxation, tenseness, ease, whatever is present. Being attentive to this part of the body as you rest here, breathing. You may have noticed that the attention has moved to thinking, a story, a worry, a memory. If this has happened, noticing that this is where the attention has moved, recognizing this as a moment of waking up. This is something that will happen many times. And once you've noticed that this has happened, seeing if it's possible to bring attention back to the knee and the physical sensations that may be arising. In this way, we are learning to steady attention using the physical sensations of the body as an anchor to the present moment. Now, letting go of attending to the left knee as you bring attention along with the in-breath to the left thigh. So noticing what is arising in this area, softening into its length. Perhaps there is a sense of heaviness, lightness, warmth, coolness, tingling. Noticing what sensations are present from the skin and from deep inside. Developing this gentle, open curiosity and awareness to whatever is present or absent. And if there is not much arising in this moment, bringing attention to that. Sometimes, as we maintain this attention to the body, we can become aware of a painful region or an ache. If this is so, gently noticing this and then seeing if it's possible to return to being with the physical sensations arising from the left thigh. On the next out breath, releasing attention from the left thigh, and now gently moving the attention along with the in breath across the lower belly and down the entire right leg to the toes of the right foot, taking time to become aware of this part of the body. Sensing all 5 toes from the big toe to the smallest one, just being present, noticing the nails and the nail beds, space between the toes, or perhaps the toes touching each other. On an out breath, releasing awareness of the toes as you bring attention with an in breath to the sole and heel of the right foot. Again, being curious about any sensations that may be arising from this part of the body. Just paying attention as best you can in this moment. Now, on the next out breath, letting go of the sole and the heel of the right foot as you bring your attention to the full length and width of the foot resting here, noticing any sensations and exploring them. Letting go of the right foot as you bring attention to the right ankle on an inhalation, noticing the front of the ankle, the sides, the back, and deep into the joint, allowing for all sensations and noticing if thoughts are present. Often, as the body quiets, thoughts arise. And if that happens, the practice is to recognize that the thoughts and to recognize thoughts and return the attention to the part of the body that we are holding in awareness. In this way, we are slowly learning over time to let go of getting caught up in the stories of the mind. We are allowing for the experience to be just as it is, and letting the body and a sense of the breath be an anchor, a way to return to this moment. On the out breath, releasing the right ankle and moving the attention along with the breath to the lower leg, noticing the length of this part of the body, the shin, the sides, and the calf, holding this part of the body in gentle awareness and allowing for all sensations or the absence of sensations. On the out breath, letting go of the right lower leg as you bring attention along with the breath to the right knee, including the kneecap. Noticing any sensations from the skin or deep inside the knee, just observing without judgment. On an out breath, releasing the knee as you bring your attention with the in breath to the right thigh, sensing its length and any sensations arising from the skin or from deep inside the thigh. Sensations of relaxation, lightness, heaviness, tenseness, softness. Whatever is arising, we can be present for. And letting go of the right thigh. And now bringing awareness along with the breath to the area of the pelvis and the lower abdomen, feeling where the buttocks are making contact with the floor or the chair, and noticing the right hip and the left hip. This is an area of the body that contains the organs of reproduction and elimination. Being with the lower abdomen, the entirety of the pelvis as it cradles this area, gently breathing in and out and releasing into any sensation that may be arising here. Sometimes there can be strong sensations that arise from this area, and if that happens, knowing you can return your attention to the breath as a way of anchoring to the present. And then, when you're ready, gently returning your attention to being present for the sensations that may be arising from the lower abdomen and pelvis. Now letting go of the lower abdomen and the pelvis and bringing attention to the lower back. You may sense an arch in the lower back, or perhaps it has some contact with the floor or the chair. For some people, the low back is an area that can hold tension. So being present as best you can with whatever is arising and gently releasing with each out breath. And on the out breath, letting go of the lower back and bringing attention to the whole length of the spine as you rest here, breathing in and breathing out. Noticing any areas of tenseness, ease, pain, comfort, vibration, releasing as best you can with each out breath. And now letting go of paying attention to the sensations arising from the spine and bringing attention with an in-breath to the belly, to the region of the abdomen, pausing here a moment or two and noticing the rise and fall of the belly as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Steadying attention, being present for the physical sensations arising here as you rest, aware and awake. And now gently moving your attention and your breathing up into the chest, where you may become aware of the beating of your heart and the movements of the rib, not going anywhere or doing anything, developing an openness to all that is arising here, noticing the entire torso and the chest moving as you breathe, taking a moment here to be present. Sometimes, as we hold the body in stillness, we may become acutely aware of a region that may be painful in some way. If that is so, bringing attention to that area, breathing into it, and breathing out from it, softening and letting go as best you can. You might choose to pay attention to the sensations in this area. Sometimes it can be helpful to intentionally move, paying attention to the movements. And then, when you feel ready to return to your original position, you may do so. In this way, you are working wisely with what is possible. And now, on the out breath, letting go of the torso and chest as you move the focus along with the in breath up into the left shoulder and down the length of the left arm, bringing attention into the fingers of the left hand. Taking a moment there to notice any sensations that may be arising in this moment from this part of the body. Letting go of the fingers of the left hand as you bring attention to the back of the hand and the palm of the left hand, including the left wrist. Taking a moment here, being curious, gently exploring sensations regardless of whether they are pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. Letting go of the back, the palm of the hand, and the left wrist, and on an in breath, bringing attention up into the forearm and the left elbow. Taking a moment here, exploring sensations that might be appearing, steadying attention in this way. On an out breath, letting go of the left forearm and the left elbow, bringing attention along with an in breath up into the upper arm and left shoulder. Steadying attention as you continue to breathe, becoming aware of any sensations that are arising, noticing the length of the upper arm, the weight, any sensations arising from the surface of skin, and bringing attention to the left shoulder, the front, the back, and the side, including the armpit of the shoulder. On an out breath, letting go of the left upper arm and shoulder and bringing attention across the upper chest to the right shoulder and down the full length of the right arm into the fingers of the right hand. Steadying attention here, noticing, becoming aware, a gentle and kind curiosity for what may be arising as you attend in this way. Noticing if thinking has appeared and letting that go, and returning to exploring sensation arising from the fingers of the right hand. On an out breath, letting go of the fingers of the right hand and bringing attention with an in breath to the back of the hand, the palm, and the wrist. Taking a moment here to notice and to become aware of any sensations that may be arising. Now moving the attention from the back of the hand, the palm, and the wrist of the right hand up into the right forearm, including the right elbow, taking a moment here and noticing. On an out breath, letting go of the right forearm and elbow as you bring attention into the upper arm and the right shoulder. Taking these next few moments to notice sensation, resting quietly, awake and aware, holding a gentle and open-hearted awareness as you pay attention and breathe. On an out breath, releasing the right shoulder as you bring attention into both shoulders and the shoulder blades, noticing what may be arising as you lie here, gently breathing and paying attention. On the out breath, letting go of the shoulders and shoulder blades, bringing attention to the throat and neck, softening and releasing as best you can, noticing any sensations of tension, sensations of softness, warmth, coolness, just being present. And now on the out breath, letting go of the area of the throat and neck as you move awareness with the breath into the face and head, sensing the jaw, the chin, the lips, the mouth, the teeth, the tongue, the roof of the mouth, the floor and sides of the mouth, the cheeks, the nose and nostrils, the eyes and eyelids, the eye sockets, the eyebrows, and that space between the eyebrows, the forehead, the sides of the head, the ears. We use the muscles of the face many times during the day to express emotions and thoughts. This is an opportunity to release any tension in the face and be present. And now on an out breath, choosing to gently release the attention and awareness of the sensations arising from the face as you move attention with the breath to the back of the head, the scalp, and the roots of the hair, perhaps becoming aware of the weight of the head and contact that the back of the head is making with the floor. And now bringing awareness to the full length and breadth of the body, lying or sitting here. From the head all the way down to the toes, including the arms, noticing the weight of the body and the points of contact. Feeling the body and the movement of the breath, aware as you lie or sit here, feeling complete and whole just as you are, allowing this being present to deepen, existing in this place of quiet. A state of relaxed awareness and openness to things as they are. Knowing this acceptance and stillness can itself be healing as you lie or sit here, awake. Remembering that this state of clarity and open awareness is available to you at any time by simply bringing your attention to your breath and a sense of the body in any moment, no matter what is happening in your day. For you can allow the breath and the body to be a source of strength, balance, and well being. And as we come to an end of this body scan meditation, allow the next few breaths to be a little deeper. And then, if your eyes have been closed, allowing them to open. Or if you choose to soften the gaze, widening the gaze, taking in the surroundings of the room, moving the body in whatever way feels comfortable, stretching the arms, the legs, wiggling the fingers and the toes. And when you feel ready, and if you're lying down, rolling over onto your side and taking a moment there. And when you're ready, gently moving into a sitting position. And noticing this moving as part of the practice of paying attention to the sensations as you transition into the next few moments of your day. This concludes the body scan meditation.